Welcome to the Temple of Flame. And today, Great Black Lights, we take a look at this. And what this is from Dave's Gourmet, the Scorpion Pepper Hot Sauce. And certainly Dave's Gourmet is another one of the big, I guess I would probably call them the big three, been around for a really long time. So K-John's, we've got Dave's, and we've got Blair's. And K-John's, of course, is now out of the hands of John Hard. Blair's, there's a hurricane up there, I think, and Blair's was a part of that. And I don't know if they ever entirely recovered from that. But Dave's is still kicking around. Dave's has now actually tried to put themselves, I think, a little bit more in the realm of like actual gourmet stuff. So there's arrabbiatas, there's different cream sauces and stuff that they've gone out. They branched out in a really stupid, foolish venture with trying to make, I don't know if it's a salad dressing or what it's supposed to be, but that so-called pink sauce, that entire debacle. So they're kind of, I think, moving away to a degree from hot peppers, but that's what brought them there, certainly. That's what put the name on the map. More specifically with the Insanity sauce, of course. So we've got, it looks like this is actually made off-site in Costa Rica. But we got scorpion peppers, water, salt, acetic acid, and which would be vinegar, and we've got the xanthan gum. So this is one that I was originally not really going to do. I did it a really long time ago. I think probably I guess not a really long time ago, but I think it's probably been a good 6 years at this point. Back when I liked scorpions a lot more. I'm not too enamored with them these days, but I didn't, and because of that, actually, I don't have an open scorpion sauce. And I need one for something I'm going to attempt in a different video. I don't know which of these two will be posted by then. But anyway, I thought, okay, well, I might as well clear off some of the archive. And I've been, playing with it around a little bit, trying to do sort of a get to know you. And so this was one that I had, and it was actually one of the scorpion sauces that I liked the best. And the thing I really liked about it was that you very much could get a sense of the peppers without some of the overpowering business from the, we're just going to get rid of that restrictor cap right now. But we wouldn't necessarily have the hugely overpowering floral notes that sometimes you can get with scorpion peppers. You could just really get a sense of the pepper without just being floored by what I consider some of the negative parts of the pepper, which is why I don't really go in for it so much. But you can see there's a lot of chunks. Scorpion peppers are the first ingredient on here, and this sauce is one that if you keep going with it, you can definitely get some good punch out of it. It's a very pungent sort of smelling sauce. I am getting some of the floral notes here, but I'm also getting, interestingly, something I don't always get a lot from the scorpion sauces, which is there's almost a fruity vibe to it, which is just bizarre to me. I usually don't run across that so much with the scorpions, but so you can see it's a very pretty sort of red-orange sauce. A lot of bits of particulates in there. I mean, it looks good as far as all that goes. Definitely, I think it's a nice looking sauce. And I know that Dave's has formulated some of their other sauces, and that this I think is maybe the first one I've done a video for. I can't remember if I've done another Dave's Gourmet aside from this one. And this one I wouldn't have done actually unless I needed the I needed to have a scorpion sauce at hand, like I said, for a completely different video. So, but and who knows, this might be my last pure scorpion pepper sauce. I like it. It probably won't. It's out there enough that I'm sure I'll run into it again. But anyway, let's get on into it. Oof. Wow. Oh, yep. Very fragrant, very punchy, a lot of super hot bitterness to it. This is a sauce that you definitely, I would say, is more chili head only. And if you are a chili head and you're curious about what a scorpion, I guess a pure scorpion pepper sauce would be like, this would be a good one to get for that purpose. And if you like it, then you can use it in places where you might use a cayenne, Louisiana style, for instance. But it's definitely, it is plenty punchy. No question about that. I mean, it's not, you can kind of see with this sauce, it's not, certainly I've had a lot hotter on this channel, but this is kind of one that's neat where you can get a sense of why this was at one time the world's hottest pepper. It is a bit skewed on the salty side, though. I will say that. So I got a Wendy's chicken sandwich. It says don't microwave. I don't know if you can see that, but at the bottom there it says do not microwave. And I assume it's because there's lettuce in there, maybe, or is there something on? Is there something on this paper? Okay, so we got a single piece of lettuce. We've look at how small this is. Tiny. Wow. We've got a dab of mayo, and we've got the chicken patty. This is part of the so-called backlash, where everybody was fast food's too expensive, McDonald's is too expensive, and so on. And they are. Rather than being content to cut the price, they didn't stop there. No, they also cut the portion size. Sure, assuredly, because they're worried about the health of their patrons. They're worried that they may be getting too much fat in their diet. So if they cut the portions down, maybe that will actually, in a backhanded way, motivate them to not eat so much fast food, which is not the worst idea in the world, especially if they're going to be gougy about it. We can just have a touch more on there. I don't know that I'm going to finish this bottle out. Like I said, I bought it for one specific purpose, and when that purpose is realized, I don't know that I'm going to continue to subject myself to the sauce. On the other hand, I am, at the time of this filming, back in a tolerance building phase. So, it might make sense to just keep it around just for that. It is not what I would call necessarily pleasant, but I think actually their approach to this, where scorpion pepper is certainly the focus, but it is almost an amalgamation of flavors here. Works really well with the salt and the acetic acid. And there's not much else in there. And maybe the peppers they're getting are grown in Costa Rica. Certainly a lot of stuff seems to come from there. Nice Caribbean vibe. It's possible they're tempered slightly. That's not to say they are. I don't know if they are, but it could be the case. This is a relatively inoffensive sauce, but Bud is definitely picking up steam here. It is a good solid 3. I'd say you could probably push it towards a 4, maybe. One of the things about tolerance building is when you get up into the upper echelon of stuff, especially if you're going to play with challenges, which I intend to do, stuff very frequently doesn't taste very good. This one, though, is I feel like it's a pretty nice, again, chili head only, but it's a pretty nice building sauce in that you can use it as part of your, I think, overall tolerance building scheme to kind of move along. Especially, when sauces are relatively inoffensive like this one is. It's probably not, I would not call it a great sauce, but it's relatively inoffensive. These are kind of handy to have because you can mix and match and kind of pair them with things. And the better something tastes, the more you're going to be prompted to pursue it. And if you're trying to build tolerance, there's not really a lot of ways you can do that other than just doing it. So stuff like this is kind of handy to have. So I might finish out this bottle. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see when we get there. But as for now, I'm not upset that you can usually, and that's another thing too. Depending on where you find this is going to be anywhere from $8 to $10. So it actually puts quite a bit of fury into the bottle. Again, super useful if you're trying to build tolerance. They call this Insane Plus on a heat level rating. Maybe this was their hottest sauce at one time. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine it was. The Insanity is very aggressive with their, or they were. I haven't had it for a really long time, but they're very aggressive with their extract in there. Well, and you can just go crazy with that. But yeah, so it's not a sauce I would want to have. I wouldn't keep it on hand regularly. It's going to work super well for what I want to, I think. And getting reacquainted with it, burned through not quite half the bottle here. It is not bad. I won't say that this is an unpleasant tasting sauce. This is actually, I think, one of my favorite scorpion pepper sauces. Not one of my favorite sauces overall, mind you, but one of my favorite scorpion pepper sauces. And for a pepper, I don't really love all that much. I mean, this, whatever they're doing to get the fruitiness in with those peppers, I think is fantastic, and I wish everyone did that, but they don't. It's one of like a lot of them are super floral, and that's one of the things I don't like. But this one is honestly a pretty well-rounded sauce. You get a really good sense of the pepper from this, And I think they just did a phenomenal job with it for what it is. Definitely plenty punchy though. And we'll just leave it there. So that is the Dave's Gourmet Scorpion Pepper Hot Sauce. Now go in peace to serve the flame.